Okay, hi guys! Time for another updated journal video. I basically tweaked the system a little bit, what I've been doing in the past. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a previous video about my bullet journal or my current journal. I'll link it down below if you're curious. I'll also link down the creator's my bullet journal explanation, like as to what it is, so you can get more background and knowledge. So, just jumping right along, this is my new journal. I've been using this for about 3 months now, every single day. I have not been able to say that about any journaling system ever. Something about this guy, about this journal in particular, and this system that I've kind of worked out on my own has really been working for me. So enough spiel, enough intro, let's get right into it. First off, what I really liked about the bullet journaling that I wanted to carry over was just the freeness of it, the real simplicity of the system, the idea that you just need one notebook in your whole life to organize things, to keep you on track where you need to be. I really enjoyed that fact. What I didn't like about it was the fact that it was so freeform. Because in the traditional bullet journal type thing, you can use any journal. You can use any lined grid, unlined paper. It doesn't have any system or structure, and you build it as you go along. But I figured out that I personally need some structure in my life. I needed some structure to my page, otherwise the blankness just got too overwhelming. And also my writing, it just kind of flowed all over the page and things got lost really easily. Tasks got lost. You know, there was no prioritizing, even though there was like you could star your events or key or different things. It just became a big pile of handwriting mush, and events were going by with no preference or no, they didn't stand out from, you know, go buy toilet paper. It all blended together, so I needed that structure. And I wasn't really looking for a new notebook. I was kind of just gonna go about just using my regular old monthly calendar with just, you know, just some sticky notes for to-do lists. But I was looking through the journal section at Barnes & Noble, as I usually do, and I stumbled across this notebook. And this is what got my gears turning. This notebook in particular is really the whole source of what I found that works. And what it is, you're like, enough blabbering, just tell us. It is the Moleskine Professional notebook. I can do a walkthrough of it, I can do a more in-depth review of it, but basically what sets this apart from all the other Moleskines is the notes section. So basically, the bulk of the journal is set up like this. You have each side of the paper sectioned off into 3 sections. You have this square, quote-unquote, section here that is very wide but short. You have this triangle section on the far edge of the paper. That is the opposite, which is very narrow and long, and then you have the meat, the bulk section, which is the circle, and it's this very wide rectangle that takes about 2/3 of the page. Another really cool thing about it, just to add, is each page is numbered, and you have the section for a date, but it is undated. So what I find really awesome about this is that it's the perfect combination of flexibility and structure. It got me thinking, it gave me a section to put all my important things and to make them each distinct, but not so distinct and not so immobile that it didn't allow wiggle room. So I have 3 things that I keep track of. I have my events, things like doctor's appointments and dentist appointments, birthday parties, etc. And I have the list section, which is basically exactly like the bullet journal. It is the typical things, you know, grocery store, to-do lists, notes, etc. The third item is something that I've been wanting to try. It's basically a blurb. I call it blurb, which is a nicer, less intimidating term of saying like a little journal, a little brief of my life, a little snippet of my day. The whole thought process behind this, the whole reason why it works for me is my day changes all the time. I'm going to show you some examples. Some days, I'm trying to find a good page that doesn't have too many personal items. Some days I have a lot of things to do, like a big to-do list. I have some events, and I don't really have a lot to say though. It was more like a chore day, and there's not much to write about a chore day. Other times, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. So I moved my blurb section to the bulk of it. Other days, I don't even have any events. Sorry guys if the angle changed a bit or if the focus or anything, my card got full. I was talking too much about how much I love this journal. But as I was saying, this journal made it really easy to fill up a page because I kind of had a framework to work with, and these sections are distinct, yes, but they're not so dark and they're not so rigid that if I only need 2 sections or even just 1 section, they can easily be written over and blend right into the page. And I really, really love that. I really, really do love it. I love it so much that I am really honestly considering being a bit of a journal hoarder and purchasing another one of these because I love it so much. And I've never ever loved a type of journal as much as I've loved this. Watch, knock on wood. As soon as I say that, I'm gonna lose interest. No. Okay, my one complaint about this is the paper quality, but it's just super thin, and everything I use, no matter if it's a ballpoint pen or my really cool Uniball pen that I love so much, it bleeds through and there's shadowing no matter what I do. But it's okay. It gives it character, I suppose. But hopefully you guys have found something that you have liked, some cool ideas. If you have any questions, anything you want to see more of, a walkthrough, a review of the journal itself, just let me know down in the comments and I will be sure to answer your questions as soon as possible. So I'll hopefully see you guys later. Bye!